we got your guy down. However you got him down, you're sitting on him in the chest position, mount, straddle hold. I may hold him like a pin or something. I want to finish him off like in Sambo, freestyle judo, or an MMA fight. I just want to finish him off, okay? All right, so let's think about controlling him. If I'm sitting back here like in a mountain position, I'm sitting my hips on his hips, and I can pummel him and do all that cool stuff. But I want to get an arm lock. Okay, that's my most obvious one is a bent arm lock. They're the highest percentage, but I'm going to go for a Juji in this particular case because I like Juji. All roads lead to Juji, as we like to say. But really, the more effective one probably would be a bent arm lock of some type, Juji Gatame. But I'm going to go for a Juji in this particular case because I like it. So we're fighting him. Now, when I do this, I'm sitting kind of a normal mount position. I'm going to move up on him. I have to, because I have to be in position. So I'm working up here. I want to make sure I come up high where my knees are now trapping his armpits. I got him under the shoulders, okay? What's that doing? It's bunching his shoulders up, guys, okay? So we're here, and I'm bunching him up. Now I kind of have a choice which way I like to go. He may present that opportunity. He may reach for me. If he does, that's the obvious choice. Or he may be trying to pop him in, save himself. Then I'm going to have to dig for him to start working. In any event, let's say I'll go for this arm. In any event, if I have to dig for it and go, cup it in, start pulling it, control it. You want to trap it first. Slide over, start trapping it. Okay. Now at this point, I've got to start the arm lock going. Okay. And now I'm just going to turn my body. So and I might even cup up, trap him here as well. But I'm going to start working up, working up. See how I'm slowly but surely. Don't try to make some big movement and jump up. You can, but if he's got a brain in his head and knows how to fight, he's not going to stay there. He's going to get out of there. So I've got to start bunching him up, bunching him up. See gradually, and I'm trapping continually. This foot drags a bit down here, but this is the important one right here. I want to get this position as best I can up behind his neck. Okay. At that point, that's my base. All right. I'm trapping as low as I can. I might even still be down here. Okay. But now at this point, I pop up. And I'm squatting on him. My heel is right in his ribs over here. See, I'm like this. And I just go ahead and take it back. Juji, finish out. So it's not a slow, but it's an incremental process. Slowly, but not so slowly, but surely, I'm crawling up and getting around from that mount position to a Juji. Everybody see how I kept working up there? First thing, get up high up on him, trap his under his arms, and start scrunching, and come up. That's the side I'm going to roll to. Bring that up first. Keep working. Now, once I've established that, I may even have to post here, pop up, and catch him. And when I roll back, I'll kick my leg over his head. A lot of people like to keep it, but not a lot. Some people will keep their foot under the guy's head when they finish it. I see that in Sambo, and that's okay, but you've got to have control of that head. Come on back here. When you're coming over the top and you're doing all this stuff, I've trapped him on control, pop up here. That pop up, when I roll back, I want to kick over as quick as I can. I don't want that there. Some guys do that. I think they think it's cool. I don't know. It may work, but I've never seen it really work that well. I want to trap that as best I can to pry it and catch it. So that's the Juji from that position. Derek's got one we can roll, which we'll do that a little later, which is really a cool move. And it works. Do you want to try this? We'll start with this. Yeah, I mean, if you're a real Juji Gatame specialist, and a number of us here are, and that's good, this might be your first go-to move, but the higher percentage move, which we're going to work on a little later, are the bent arm locks from this position. But right now, we're keying in on the Juji. Here's a really nice one that we like. It's a variation of the very basic way we just showed. Okay, it's more of a rolling thing. Derek, want to start because in an MMA situation, maybe reach inside.
So it doesn't matter if, again, it's MMA and he's getting his hands up to stop the strikes, or if this is more of a no-gi situation and I'm down here digging for it, right? And usually in the no-gi situation, we're trying to go for a bent arm lock. He brings it back in to try and defend that, and then now I know I've got bent arm lock. Either way, doesn't really matter, okay? I'm gonna come through and hook on the direction that I want to go into. So if I'm gonna roll him that way, I got this hand comes in, and I'm gonna post here, okay? And eventually, I won't even worry about that, I'll just post on my forehead. But when you're starting to do this, it's important to get that post hand so that you feel stable. If you don't feel stable, don't do the move, okay? So post hand right there. Pop that in, okay? Move your post forward, bring this forward, and then as I come down, okay? Flip him over.
And if he doesn't flip over, you've got him stretched out with the belly down Juji.
Yeah, that's almost better if he doesn't cooperate with you. Okay, so if I'm here, okay, got that post, okay, same setup that we had before, right? The only difference is instead of starting to set up to go back, I'm going to set up and just go forward that way, okay? Post, catch my foot behind his back, and if he doesn't, when I come forward, if he's not flipping over for me, I hit my hip, catch, and finish that way.
And some guys won't roll. It might be the mat surface, you know, who knows what it might be if they just don't roll. That's okay, because that's a really strong application of that arm.
Even if he's completely flat on his stomach, so if we're here, I go through to get this. Okay? Go ahead and flip now. Okay, he's flat. You can still catch this pretty easy. Now, if he's a real fish, it becomes even easier. If he's trying to push his hands up this way and bridge, see, he wants to go that way, catch, catch, right there.
Let's look at some body mechanics too. And you guys who are Ronda Rousey fans, and I hope you all are. when he turns, Julie, aim your head, because we're going to key in on Derek's instep on the back of Eric's head. Right. Yeah, come on over here so you can keep. Now watch when he's doing this. Now watch when he comes over. Look at that right foot, the top of his right foot. See there? He's trapping everything. The poor guy on the bottom's stuck. Now, it doesn't look. People who don't know much about grappling think, well, he's not stuck. Yes, he is actually, because you've really trapped him well with that foot. That's really important. Okay. Now when he goes in and completes the move, that helps him also turn. Take a roll through it so you don't get hurt. Yeah. Roll right over. That helps him turn. Or it helps him bridge, you know, push off the back of that head as he turns and gets a really nasty, you know, crossbody arm like Juji Gatame from here. So watch, just do it, you know, don't roll this time, Eric. You know, all right. So watch, see how he's pushing here? He's really pushing down here, and he's trapping here. His legs are totally trapping the guy, the body and the head. And now all I have to do is arch and stretch, and he's got the, that's a nasty arm line. That's really important, this point here. Again, like the basketball coach who had nothing to do with jiu-jitsu, John Wooden, said, little things make big things happen. This is a little point of the move, but it really creates a world of hurt for the guy on the bottom. And that's what we want to do. Those little things really help you win these fights. Okay?
And the other thing to remember too is I'm still round. My body's still in a rounded shape, right?
Yeah.
That allows me to bridge all the way up and use my hips and use my feet to finish. If I do this and I'm straight, even if my feet are correct, if I'm no longer rounded, okay, see how much harder it is to finish? I have to do a lot more arm manipulation to get there. So make sure, as in all things, ground related at least, when we're on the ground, we try and stay round, okay? That allows me to get way more movement into it.
Guys, those of you who have trained here at Welcome Mat, you know that's one of our foremost rules. Stay round on the ground. You know, the rounder you are, it's not a linear sport we're doing, or a linear fighting style. You stay round, and that proves why it's so important. Okay, want to give that a try? Let's see it one more time, then let you guys practice. And bottom guy, for the sake of your safety, roll with it, because it's a hard, your face is going to get scraped if you don't do it too much, so it's a nasty move for the bottom guy. Rolls him over, kicks over quickly. And Denver, see how you kick over the leg very quickly? You want to trap him so his head doesn't get away. It's trapping that head.